Hello students. Today we are going to see how to change the direct speech sentences into indirect speech. We have already seen this, but in short, we are going to see again how to change the direct speech sentences into indirect speech and what are the changes we have to make while writing the answers. So it's a very short video that will help you remember all the rules you have already learned and how to do it very easily without making any mistakes. So you can see the question on the screen. The direct speech sentence says, he said, I don't understand this question. Now you see, as I told you earlier, he said is the reporting clause and I don't understand this question is the reported clause. Now the reporting verb is in simple past tense, and this is the actual dialogue of the speaker. You are going to report it to somebody else, so you will make change here also. This is the simple present tense, and what type of sentence is this? It's a statement. I don't understand this question. It's a statement, and you are going to change the tense also because this is used in simple present tense, and simple present tense changes into simple past tense. So you will change this like he said that he didn't understand that question. So what are the changes we have made in this? He said is the reporting clause. That is the conjunction we used to join the reporting clause with the reported clause because the reported clause was a statement. In case the reported clause is a statement, we use the conjunction that to join the reporting clause with the reported clause when we change it into indirect speech. And then I changed into he because the subject is a boy or a man. So I changed into he. Don't changed into didn't. Understand this. This is the pronoun that we changed into that and then the question. So this is how we changed it. So what are the changes we have to remember? First is which conjunction to be used. That will be decided by the type of sentence which is used as a reported clause in the sentence. Second thing is the changes in tenses. Third is changes in pronouns, and the next is changes in adverbs. So these are the changes we have to remember while solving this question. You can see here also on the screen change of tenses. Direct speech, if the sentence is written in present tense, that would change in the past. Present perfect into past perfect. Past into past perfect. And future will be future, but past future, like will change into would, this way. Now changes of adverbs of time and place. Direct speech, if yesterday is used in direct speech, that would change into the day before or the previous day also, correct. Tomorrow, the next day or the following day. Next day or next week, the following day or following week. Today, that day. Here, there. Now, then, etc. Change. Now it's very easy to understand how to change this statement into indirect speech that you have been learning since you were in 7th class. So that is not the topic we are going to cover today because you already know that. So we are going to see how to change the imperative sentences, how to change the WH questions, and how to change the verbal questions, because these are the most important uh, topic. This is the most important topic to cover in a short period of time. So you see here, he said go home. Now he said is the reporting clause, go home is the reported clause. Now go home, what type of sentence is this? This is an imperative sentence. Go home, it can be a command, it can be a request, but please word is not used, so that is not a request. That can be a command or order, right? Advised can also be possible. So here you have to make sure that if the reported clause is an imperative sentence, we have to change the reporting verb also, which is said in this sentence. So here you see, he said go home. Go home is an imperative sentence. How to understand imperative sentence? Always remember, most of the times imperative sentence begins with a verb. Subject is always understood, that is you, that is not used. Understand? So he said go home. So how to change? First of all, you have to understand go home. What is it? Let us say it's a command. So he commanded to go home. When the reported clause is an imperative sentence, we change the we use infinitive to join the reporting clause with the reported clause. Here also you see, if you do not understand whether it's a command or request or advice, you can generally say told and then the object, because told is transitive verb. So if you're using told, you are supposed to use object after told, because told is transitive verb which cannot be used without object. Said is transitive and intransitive both. So said can be used without object, but told cannot be used. So when you are using told, you have to use object also, because it's a pure transitive verb. So if you change it and use told, so you will write down this way: he told me to go home. So you cannot use here the conjunction that, because this is the imperative sentence, and in case the reported clause is an imperative sentence, we are supposed to use the conjunction, not conjunction, infinitive to. He told me to go home. Stay in bed for a week, for a few days, the doctor said to me. This is the direct speech sentence. The doctor said to me, stay in bed for a few days. Now, what is it? It's advice. So you can use the reporting verb advice, advised. So the doctor advised me to stay in bed for a few days. So this is how you can change it. This is also imperative sentence because it's an advice. Don't shout, I said to Jim. Now don't shout, I said to Jim. So I told Jim not to shout, or I shouted at Jim not to shout. I told Jim not to shout is also correct. Next, how to change the WH questions. WH words stays as conjunction. Now in case your reported clause is a WH question, you're not supposed to use any conjunction, because the WH word that begins the question, that plays the role of the conjunction when you change it into indirect speech. So one more thing you have to understand, word order changes into that of a statement. Now if your reported clause is a question, whether it's a WH question or verbal question, that question, when you change it into indirect speech, that question will change into a statement. So question does not remain question, though it ended with a question mark in direct speech, that will end with full stop in the indirect speech. Let us take an example. He asked me, do you find law interesting? He asked me if I found law interesting. This is not WH question. It's a verbal question. There is a typo mistake here in this PowerPoint presentation. So he asked me, do you find law interesting? The answer, he asked me if I found law interesting. Now what happened here? Do you find law interesting? It's a question because it began with do, which is helping verb that is used before the subject. So when the helping verb is used before the subject and the sentence ended with a question mark, that is always a verbal question. So it's a verbal question. Now, in case the reported clause is a verbal question, what conjunction do we use? We use the conjunction if or whether. So here if is used. So reporting clause is he asked me if. You changed into I. And then do is not used because it's a question, and question changed into a statement. So no helping verb needed. And simple present will change into simple past. So he asked me if I find will change into found law interesting, full stop. So this is how we changed this into indirect speech. Question changes into a statement always. Next, the police officer said to us, where are you going? This is a WH question. The police officer asked us where we are, we were going. The police officer asked us where we were going. Again, you see here, where are you going? Where are you? You is the subject and where is the WH word and are is the helping verb. Because it's a question, helping verb is used before the subject you. But when you change it into indirect speech, you have to use the helping verb after the subject because the question changed into a statement. So the police officer asked us where, you changed into we, where we were going. Now you see, where are you going is the present continuous tense. Where we were going, it's a past continuous tense. So present continuous changed into past continuous. Next one, Claire said, what time do the banks close? What time do the banks close? This is what type of sentence is this? It's a WH question. What time do the banks close? Claire said. Now it's a question. What question? WH question. Now you change it into indirect speech. Claire, there are two ways to answer this. So you can simply, I'll give you the easier way. Claire asked when or what time the banks closed. Claire asked what time the banks closed. But this way also it's possible. Claire wanted to know what time the banks closed. There are two answers possible. So both are correct. So you see what happened here. It's a WH question. Question changed into a statement. And simple present tense changed into simple past. This one ended with question mark. And the indirect speech changed into ended with the full stop. Now exercise, we will do it. I'm going out now, but I'll be in by 9, he said. I'm going out now, but I will be in by 9, he said. He said that he was going out then, but he would be in by 9, full stop. Next one. He said, I can't live on my basic salary. There is some mistake here. Second one is not written. Third one I will read. I can't live on my basic salary, said Peter. I will have to offer to do overtime. Peter said that. Now here it's a complaining tone. So said is the reporting verb that can also be changed into complained. Okay, so Peter complained that he couldn't live on his basic salary. He further added he would have to offer to do overtime. Full stop. Third one. We are waiting for the school bus, said the children. It is late again. The children said that they were waiting for the school bus and complained that it was late again. Next one. The ice will soon be hard enough to skate on, said Tom. I'll look for my skates when I get home and said. So these are two sentences. First one we will do first. This one. The ice will soon be hard enough to skate on, said Tom. Tom said that the ice would soon be hard enough to skate on and replied that she would look for her skates when she got home. Next, don't lend Harry any money, said Lucy. He never pays his debts. Now, here, what type of sentence is this? Don't lend Harry any money. This is imperative sentence. It's advice. Lucy advised that, this is imperative sentence. Hang on a bit.